Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Hey everybody, it's Zach, aka Zach's Reviews. We are back again with another video, and guys, today was Superman and Lois Day. Another great episode as usual. You know, this show keeps getting better and better, and I keep enjoying every moment of it. And it's so sad when the episode always ends. I always want more. I can't believe we're getting close to the point where there's 15 episodes total, and I forget what episode this was exactly right here, but we're coming to almost to the end of all this. And this was the episode where the Kryptonian army was coming, and it was cool to see more about. We get to learn more about Edge and find out that he actually is an Edge. He's a son of Krypton, pretty much, and he was born when Superman's mom literally went. I guess she was matched with another dude before she met Jor-El, and that was crazy to even know that before she was matched with Jor-El, she was set to pretty much be be with another man, and I guess she had a kid with that dude before she met Jor-El, and she said that me and Jor-El matched more because we wanted to save Krypton. We wanted to do all these things in the right way without taking over other planets and stuff like that. I guess the other person wanted to do. I forget the other dude's name that she was with before Jor-El, but that was cool to see that, and it was cool to also see more about about this person that's not Edge, and it was cool to see all that. And I forget what his name is on the top of my head, but it was just a great episode to see more about that, to find out Clark actually has a brother, and that's cool to see that. I wonder if we're gonna get more, if there's a way that person can be saved, his brother, or he's just gonna be a villain that Clark needs to put away, and I don't even know what, but I'm curious to know about that more. And we learn more about when he came to Earth. He was actually the first Kryptonian to be on Earth, which was cool to see that before Clark came to Earth. And he pretty much it goes to show how important Jonathan and Martha Kent are to Clark. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, if Clark would came down to Earth and had that, if Kal-El would have came down to Earth and had that same experience that his brother had, there could have been a chance where he could have just ended up like his brother. But it goes to show how important Jonathan and Martha Kent are, and their humanity, and and pretty much giving that to Clark, and making him love humanity, and make him want to learn how to just thrive and fight for the little people and do what he does. It just and gives them that human side. It really goes to show how important those characters are, and we really learn more about that. And I can't wait for next week's episode, because we're gonna see him at his start of when he becomes Superman and everything, which I'm super excited for that. And I love how in this episode we see a little bit more of Jordan, Jonathan, and Sarah. Of course, Sarah, it doesn't really know much what's going on, and she just goes in the beginning of this episode saying, you always keep forgiving, our drunk of a father or whatever, when he's not the same person you married. And she's just taking out on him because she doesn't know where he always is and what he's always doing, and she's just disappointed in him. And we see more of how Jonathan actually tells Sarah what's actually going on. And the reason that Sarah wasn't answering his text before Jordan's text is because she was mad at him for not showing up to the talent show, which he does end up explaining really, in a way why he didn't show up. And she's like, it was because of all this stuff, isn't it? And he's like, yeah, I thought he was going to tell her in this episode, or I thought he was going to try to save her, because there's a moment where, he says, him and Jonathan were like, where's Sarah? And she was in with, her dad, but her dad's being controlled by one of the Kryptonians' souls. So, I was afraid that something might happen, and, and I thought Jordan was going to do a Superman situation with running in, grabbing her, and she was going to find out that Jordan had powers, but that wasn't the case. I'm curious to know if we're ever going to see that moment where she does find out, and if it'll be a big moment. I'm curious to know. Also, it really goes to show that, Jordan I think he is going to become the next Superman, because he said, we can't let go of hope. and they're just getting ready for him to become Superman. I feel like that's exactly what they're trying to do, what they're trying to get ready, what we're trying to see his growth, and he will become the symbol of hope. And I'm really excited to see him become that at some point. It's gonna be really cool to see that. And that's why I'm looking forward, that's why, we have something to look forward to in all these seasons, that hopefully that there will be of Superman and Lois, because I want to see that, that growth with Jordan and Jonathan, and see Jordan become Superman. And that would just be cool to see that. And, we get more of, there's a way to redo people's, like to uncontrol them from the Kryptonian souls that are taking over the hosts. And, it was cool because, the only person that could do it is I forget her name right now. I don't know why I'm forgetting, but, I'm blanking, guys. I'm blanking. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, Laura, literally. So but I love how, because there's a big moment leading up to that, as we end up finding out that when, Clark's brother says, you want our mom, I know you want our mother back, and he's like, I would love to do it, but not in this way. And I just love that. It goes to show that, all these people are doubting if, Superman will be bad and go to his brother's side, and John Henry Irons' future and what he knows about Superman could come true. And a little bit, Jonathan was like saying, everything is coming to pass, like everybody has those feelings of, when they want their mother back, or if they want their family, they have those feelings and they have those urges. And of course, I love how Lois comes in saying you can't think like that. And I even said that, like, you can't think like that. Exactly, because Clark would never do that. He would never do that. He would love for it to happen, but he wouldn't want to do it that way. And I love how Laura's like, this is my invention was never designed to be like this. That's why me and Jor-El matched so well, because we wanted to save Krypton, but not to take over a different race for us to live. And I just love that. And I love how what's her name? I'm forgetting. Lana. I love how Lana is the one that pretty much I guess is the one that offers to be put through the experiment to have Laura's Laura's what do you call what's the word for it? Laura's Kryptonian like spirit to go in her to figure out the problem, because she's the only one that invented the device to undo it. And that was just a cool moment to see her step up like that, saying, this is my home. I need to do this. I need to fight for this town. And, especially I do, because, I stood by Kyle when Edge came to town. And, I put my friends through this, knowing that something was going wrong. And that was just cool to see her do that. And pretty much by the end of all this, Clark, ends up saving the day, as he usually does. But I love how, like, he does a solar flare, lights, and uses his laser vision to pretty much stop everybody. But he needs everybody, all the other Kryptonians, to use their heat vision to take out, to heat up the device, and, so it will disperse it, and it'll pretty much, take out the subconscious of the Kryptonians, and it'll put people back to normal. And I'm really happy that, Sarah gets more time with Kyle and stuff, and things are back to normal, and she and Kyle didn't die. Kyle was a character I really didn't like that much, but I'm happy that he has a way to redeem himself, and he knows now that Edge is bad, or even not Edge anymore, whoever Clark's brother's name is or whatever. But apparently he knows he's bad now, even though it's not Edge, and I'm excited to see his character growth and where that character is going to go, and just what changes are going to happen. There is consequences for Clark to do the solar flare, is that he won't have his powers for a couple of months, and or I guess a couple of weeks or whatever. I forget what he said, and he landed literally at the Fortress of Solitude, pretty much trying to put the device in there. but they ended up being outside, and I'm wondering what's going to happen, because how is he going to get back now, because no one knows where the Fortress of Solitude is, except, Clark and, Lois and, Jordan and Jonathan, pretty much. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, that's the only people that do know. And, I don't know if him being knocked out is what is making him going back through memory lane of when he was still living in Smallville before he became Superman, and then he becomes Superman. And we see that iconic, issue run where he's, like, the first issue where he's holding the car and stuff like that, That was cool to see that, and I'm excited to see more of him in the iconic Superman suit that his mother made. And I'm just excited to see all that, because that's what I'm really excited to see. Because we missed out a little bit on that when we watched when we watched the series Smallville. That was a moment I was really looking forward to see more of that. So I'm excited we get to see it here, especially because I love Tyler Hoechlin. He does a phenomenal job. I'm just really excited, guys. It's gonna be lit, guys. I'm super excited. I can't wait to know in the comments below what you guys thought about this episode. And, I'm super excited for next week's episode. Like, I'm really, really excited to see the more iconic Superman look and learning more about him before he becomes Superman and stuff like that. And just, I love seeing those moments. Those were my favorite moments, is to see him do stuff like that, especially because I love that iconic costume, and to see more with him wearing that suit, it's going to be really interesting. But, let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite part of this episode. Let me know if you guys really liked this episode, and let me know how you guys are liking the series so far. I love the season so far. I can't wait for season 2. This show is literally saving the CW. It's so, so good. Everybody does a phenomenal job on the board. Perfect casting. I hope they continue, even if the show ends, like, years to come. I would love to see a movie, honestly, because no one plays in my personal opinion, Tyler does a phenomenal job as Superman. Like, this is the Superman I've always been wanting. Tom Welling and, Brandon Ralph are the other ones that I think play the Superman characters very well. I would do Tyler, probably Brandon, and then Tom. But, all around the board, he does a phenomenal job. Same with the person that plays Lois. And just great casting all around. I'm having a blast with the show. Again, soundtrack is on point. CGI is on point. I just, it's a hell of a time. Without further ado, I'm going to end this video here. Again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I'll put on those notifications, like this video. I would love to have you guys here, a part of this family here on this channel. It's growing each and every day. We're literally at 315, almost to 400 subs. I'm trying to get to 400, guys. That's my dream. So please help my dreams come true and join this family here on this channel. But without further ado, I'm going to end this video here. I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Peace.